everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to discuss about Tesla. So if you look at this chart, in this chart we have interesting pattern that will actually give you a lot of profit. So this is what we're going to discuss in this particular video. So if you want to understand this particular chart and also see how it's possible for you to earn money from this particular chart, so stay tuned and we're going to discuss in detail in this video. This is Shah&Co. Please like, share and subscribe to this video before we start our discussion. Okay, we will start our analysis. Actually, this video is not going to be very long. It's going to be very short. I hope you can listen all the way up to the end. And if you haven't liked and share and subscribe this particular channel, please do that now. Okay, so if you look at the chart, right, it has been actually moving on an upward trend for a very long time. And recently it retraces. And if you look at this retracement, you can identify a pattern in this retracement. So let me try to draw the pattern line for you to see it clearly. And by the way, I'm in the log chart setting. Okay, so I'm not in a linear chart, but I'm in a log chart setting. So just to let you know, so that you can probably attempt it yourself. Okay, so I'm trying to connect all the highs here. Okay, high points. Okay, so let me adjust it a bit. Okay, so you can see here that this resistance line, I will call it resistance line because this is testing the highs here. So you can see when it touched that resistance line, it bounced back downward and it went up and then bounced back again downward. Okay, so that is the resistance line, and we can see that the current price it managed to cross or rather break out from that particular resistance line, and that is actually a very good news. But the other thing you should notice in this chart also is the support line. So if you look at the support line here, this is our support line here. So when the sellers are selling, the buyers pushing up the price around this particular region. So let me draw it for you. So here the support we have, here's another support. So buyers are strong around that area, so they keep pushing up the price. So the interesting thing is this particular pattern is what is called descending triangle. So according to theory, it's very high likely that this particular descending triangle denotes a bearish kind of trend. So it's supposed to be a bearish kind of trend, but we get a surprise in this particular stock Tesla, where we had price moving, breaking out a few days back. The price moved and performed a breakout, so around this area. And if you look at that particular area, right, it's also interesting to see what's going in the volume side. So the volume side, you can see down here, the volume is pretty high here. So you can basically see my line, the moving average. So this is the moving average, and in fact, the volume managed to cross over the what you call the moving average volume, and it shoot up. So that basically denotes that it's having a high volume, and the breakout happened with a high volume, and that is a very fantastic news, and it's a very positive news, and we can actually expect the price to continue to move up. So how much can it move? So that's another interesting thing that we can study. So if I were to take a ruler here and do a measurement, so what do we have to measure here? We have to measure the high. So the highest we got is somewhere around here. So if I take from the highest to the low, sorry, I got to do it the other way around. So let me try to measure around this area. So from the low to the high, we can see that. Okay, so let me adjust. So it moved about $336. So from the low base here with the support line here all the way top to the resistance line, it moved about $336. So why this is important for us to find out is because when it is breaking out, as we found out here, right? So as it break out here, we can expect the price to move up by the same quantum. But just now was around 300 something, right? So how much we are targeting right now? So we can just try to take the ruler and try to add up 300. Roughly it was around 330, I guess, just now. So we can try to add up 330 to our price right now. Okay, it is around 130. So we are somewhat expecting the price to near to that what you call 1000 USD, but to be more precise, we immediate target we're looking at is $985. So that's the immediate target we have. Okay, so that is actually an easy profit, because whenever we have a breakout, so that's the right time for us to invest during the breakout, because that's going to be a kind of risk-free, easy profit for us. So if I were to clear up the chart for you to discuss some of the point, you can see here. Another thing you can notice is, but I need the resistance line, so let me draw it again. Okay, the other thing you can notice here, if I were to zoom in, right, see the price breakout. So the price breakout, right, and after you break out, what it did a retracement. That's actually a healthy retracement, and it touched back the resistance line, and after it touched the resistance line, it bounced again on the upward trajectory. So that is actually a very good indication that it's a very high likely, almost certain, the price is going to shoot up all the way to $985. That's the immediate target we're looking at. You can actually go even further than that, but that's the immediate target we have. So if you are kind of thinking about entering into Tesla, this is the right time for you to enter. So it's a kind of risk, less risk, I would say. And in fact, if you try to calculate the risk reward ratio, you will have a fantastic ratio here. Currently the price has moved up here, so the lowest support the immediate support we can have is actually around this area, right? So currently the price is here, so for the price to move down, it is this much for it to lose, but then it has a lot more potential to move up. It can move up to all the way to 985. So in terms of risk reward, this is a very good risk reward. So your risk is very little, but then your upside is very high. So you can aim for very high profit by doing this trade. So if you like the explanation, if you gain some new knowledge in this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. I'm going to have more discussion about Tesla in the coming videos.